What follows is a message from Conrad Taylor in which he shares via a letter to his younger self what he wishes he had known before entering corporate America. Lean forward, take notes, and learn from Conrad's look back at the amazing wisdom gleaned from his winning journey, Black to corporate America. Conrad Taylor is the senior advisor of the Cicero Group and award-winning author of Path to Freedom, My Story of Perseverance.
I entered corporate America 4 years after graduating from college. I was 27 years old when I launched the search for my first job there. It took an agonizing 3 months to get one. A medical device plant in Connecticut offered me a production control assistant position at a disappointingly low salary. My qualifications, which included relevant manufacturing experiences in Guyana, exceeded the position requirements. I had hoped that my search would be shorter. My finances were terrible when I received the offer. Negotiating a better one was not my priority. I had fled Guyana with no money. Guyana's foreign currency exchange policies and my hurried departure had dictated that. So, finding a job quickly was vital. My family of 4 needed to be fed, clothed, and housed. We needed a lifeline. Relieved, I accepted. I chose to play before being paid. Surprise, surprise. My performance far exceeded expectations. My new boss expanded my role significantly within 2 weeks. It was a tacit admission that the recruiting process had misjudged the transferability of my capabilities from Guyana to Connecticut, or worse. My pay was not adjusted immediately. Fair or not, I chose to do my best anyway. I highly recommend that mindset. I received a raise earlier than scheduled. I learned in shop floor to CEO roles at 3 multinationals, 2 mid-sized companies, and 2 startups that Black professionals like you will need to be strategic and fearless in your approach to career advancement. Resolve to outperform requirements throughout your corporate journey. Don't be afraid to pursue seemingly career-ending opportunities. The reality is that those tend to be more accessible to Black employees. Solving difficult, messy problems of declining markets, rising costs, inadequate resources, and the like are characteristic of the type of openings for which you will most likely be considered. The risk of doing poorly will be high. The more problematic the situation, the more available the opportunity will be for you. View each as your proving and learning ground. Treat each one as if it may be your last shot at advancement. That worked for me. Take a chance. My willingness to accept a series of tough staff and line turnaround assignments and to perform well in them positioned me to be the CEO of a debt-ridden packaging company in the throes of bankruptcy. Applying experiences gained in the preceding 21 years enabled me to lead the troubled company out of probation into preferred supplier status at several marquee Fortune 500 firms. Be prepared to make lemonade when you are served lemons. You will find that corporate America is a game of thrones. Navigating its thicket of threats and underbrush of opportunities will require your most resilient, gritty, determined self. Like the great Michael Jordan, use real or perceived obstacles to motivate and focus your efforts. Practice being comfortable with rapid change as technological, social, demographic, and other far-reaching disruptions will accelerate in your era. Try to adapt faster than your counterparts. Always strive for performance excellence to prove, maintain, and increase your worth. Make it difficult for influencers to discount or ignore you because of your skin color. That's not fair, but that's your reality. Corporate America will be better than you might think in some ways and worse in others. At times, you will feel that your career and your dreams will be subordinate to your employers and its mission. Formulate your own mission your own goals, and your own needs with the belief that yours are equally as valid. Get an approximate sense of your role's economic value to your company for leverage. You add value when you support or directly increase your company's sales and or decrease its cost. And you will know that you are in a reasonable, fair trade relationship when you feel that your wages and benefits reflect your contributions. Fair deals are mutually assuring. Know your worth. I hope you enjoy learning and developing. You will need to do that continuously to strengthen your competitive position and job mobility. It will be your responsibility to recognize your performance improvement needs and do something about them. Take the initiative to seek appropriate training and experiences. Do not wait for your bosses to provide them. Take advantage of every available opportunity. Fill your learning and development gaps early and often. You will feel incredible. Culture, a product of an organization's values, history, practices, policies, procedures, customs, and people, matters a great deal in corporate America. Culture can be a witting or unwitting host of misinformation, unfair assumptions, preconceptions, stereotypes, biases, racism, sexism, bigotry, and so on. None relate to performance, but each can be warning signs of irreconcilable differences. None relate to performance, but each can seep into decisions about who gets promoted. Where you choose to work will influence their presence, absence, or significance. The less diverse and inclusive your employer's culture, the more prevalent such tropes of color are likely to be. You will be particularly vulnerable to toxic cultures if you are the only one in the company, in meetings, and in other settings. Your burden will be to carry the frustratingly extra load of being guilty until proven innocent because of your color. Unsolicited comments and questions will usually be revealing. It is vital that you get a feel for new surroundings as quickly as possible to avoid early missteps. That exercise is not to find fault with your new workplace, but to understand the playing field. An incorrect read or no read on culture can make your lift more difficult. Expect the good, the bad, and the isolation. Don't believe for a moment that being the most talented employee will get you promoted in business. Your smarts and achievements are not the only factors that count towards your promotability. How you look and how you fit may also factor into advancement. Who you know and who knows you will take on added significance to your career prospects. You may work for a boss who is unsupportive, micromanages, sets unreasonable deadlines, and pushes favorites. You will never please such a person. So, volunteer for cross-functional projects to meet people from different departments. Your aim should be to become better and more widely known for the quality of your work. Make it easy to attract enthusiastic, reliable promoters to actively champion you. That will be your antidote to a boss who will not. There will be many other important benefits to volunteering for cross-functional projects or stretch assignments. Remember that the skills, knowledge, and confidence gained will be yours forever. Venturing beyond your job description will add to your arsenal of competencies, verify your can-do spirit, enhance your competitiveness, and teach you to manage in a world of increasing uncertainty. If you make the occasional misstep, don't worry. Always remember that a mistake made, corrected, and learned from will be a mistake well made. Carry on boldly. Expect to work for several companies over the course of your career. You will find yourself at several crossroads as you move around corporate America. That's inevitable for varied reasons. Never let adverse circumstances define you. Be proactive about addressing them. They will sidetrack you if not managed thoughtfully. So, plan your next steps calmly to achieve healthy outcomes. Be clear-eyed and deliberate in crafting options most likely to advance your personal priorities. Choose excellence over mediocrity. Do not settle. Hopefully, all of the companies in your future will be diverse, inclusive places that reward above and beyond performers. Regardless, use your exposure to different company cultures, practices, ways of doing business, and people to expand your knowledge, gain insights, and strengthen your competitive position. You will undoubtedly meet and work with some amazing, talented, good-hearted people as you move around the corporate world. Be intentional about building mutually beneficial relationships with them. Learn by observing how they act, speak, and think. Ask questions. Absorb as much as you can from their experiences. There will be opportunities to grow in corporate America despite its challenges. Learn as much as you can while there. Continue to work hard even when you are under-recognized, underpaid, or underestimated. Don't be afraid to push for what you want. However, be prepared to move on when you don't get it. Take your talents to where you will be welcome rather than stay where you are merely tolerated. Go where you can realize your worth. Finally, consider leveraging your hard-earned knowledge, experiences, capital, and relationships from corporate America to create your own business or businesses. Entrepreneurship may not be for you, but reflect on the possibilities, then decide. The chronic condition that is discrimination and unconscious biases toward Black people will not magically disappear, but you will be your own boss. How you find balance, meaning, purpose, and self-esteem will be at your discretion, then, as it should be. Take a look at going out on your own before you reach the point of diminishing returns for your efforts in corporate America. Take a look at doing so before the grind in corporate America depletes your resilience. I have looked back at my past for shareable lessons, and I have tried to look forward to the future from your viewpoint before suggesting entrepreneurship as an off-ramp from corporate America. In the end, you decide what's best for you. Stay the course.
Please check out blacktocorporateamerica.com.